What we're going to do is we're going to look at fractional exponents. We've done exponents before. The only difference is that instead of integers, positive, negative, whole numbers, what we're going to be dealing with is fractions. But the rules for exponents are still the same. Product property, whenever we multiply, we add the exponents. Power property, whenever we raise an exponent to an exponent, we multiply them. Quotient property, whenever we divide, we subtract the exponents. Anything to the 0 power is 1, and whenever we have a negative exponent, we flip it from being in the numerator to the denominator, or the denominator to the numerator. So looking at example 1, we're first going to multiply the 3 and the 8, and that right there gives us 24. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add our exponents. So when we have 1/2 plus 5/2, that would be 6/2, which of course is 3. Then we have a y and a y/2. That would be 1 plus 1/2. And we're always going to write our exponents as improper fractions. So that would be 3/2. For letter B, anything to the 0 power is 1. 9 times 1 is 9. Here we're going to distribute the 1/2 to each of the terms. And so we have 4 to the 1/2, x to the 2/2, and y to the 6/2. 4/2 would be like the square root of 4, which is 2. 2/2 would be, of course, be x, and 6/2 would be y to the 3rd. Now for letter D, what we're going to do is we're first going to reduce the 4/6 to 2/3. We're going to look at our x values. Because of the negative exponent, we're going to bring it up. So we have 3/2 plus 1/2, which of course is 4/2, or 2, so x squared. I'm going to bring the negative 3/4 down. So it's 1/2 plus 3/4. We need a common denominator, which of course is 4. And that gives us 5/4. Notice I'm bringing the y down, so the y is in my denominator, and I have 5/4. Now the next 4 are similar. We're going to do the same thing when we multiply. 5 times 7 is 35. We have 1/3 plus 1/2, so 1/3 plus 1/2. We need a common denominator, which of course would be 6. So that would be 2/6 and 3/6, which of course is 5/6. So we have x to the 5/6. This is 1y, so we have 1 plus 5/4, which is 1 and 5/4. If we write it as an improper fraction, 4 times 1 is 4, times 5 is 9. Plus 5 is 9. Here, anything to the 0 power is 1, so our answer is 1. We're going to distribute the 1/3 to each of the terms. So we have 125 to the 1/3. We have x to the 2/3. And we have y to the 12/3. 125 to the 1/3 is 5. We keep the x to the 2/3. And 12/3 is 4. So that would be y to the 4th. Now for our last one, we reduce the 14/21 by 7. So that becomes 2/3. Then are there more x's on top or on the bottom? We know that there's more on top. So I'm going to bring the 1/3 up. So it's 3/5 minus 1/3. Common denominator would be 15. And so I multiply the left side by 3 and the right side by 5. 9 minus 5 is 4. So that would be x to the 4/15. Then because we have a negative exponent, we're going to bring it up. So that right there would be 2 plus 2/3, which of course is 2 and 2/3. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 2 is 8. So that would be y to the 8/3.